Hello, and I'm doing it at a weird time. I'm popping in without much warning because I have been hiding out, literally hiding out, feeling like I need a cave for at least a week, maybe longer. I find that happens. I don't know how you guys are, but right now, whatever's going on energetically with me, maybe it's planetarily, I don't know. I'm working on myself. There's a big growth spurt, and when that happens, I kind of turn inside. Hi, Stacy. So nice to see you. So I've been kind of inside myself for a couple of weeks, trying to sort some things out. How are you? It's been a while. We haven't talked much lately. And as I was saying, a lot of it is just me being inside of myself. And I have something to talk about. Something came up today, something big. And so I'm going to probably launch into that in just a minute. Sometimes the messages come through so strong, it's like, nope, you can't hide anymore. You're going to come out of your cave today. So I'm going to come out of my cave. I hope this gets shared out because I feel like it's a really important message. And when stuff comes through to me and I learn again, I'm like, okay, let's share it. So we're going to share it today. See how you guys feel about it. Life has been crazy. Yeah, life has been crazy. Lots of stuff going on. It feels like kind of out of control, this out of control crazy energy, and it's really hard to ground and to be Reverend Jean Call. Hi, nice to see you. It's hard to just live in this world sometimes, isn't it, where we're just like, the whole world is like a great big whirlwind storm going on around us, and that's what the energy has been like for me this past week. And so I've been hiding someplace. I've been trying to integrate some new things, trying to work my way through some things, and I think today I finally got there. And how did I get there? I got there by getting down on the floor again. What I call my bathroom floor, by putting myself back into a space of allowing the more intelligent part of me, my God self, to kind of take control and to teach. So I had to. This shoulder thing has really been controlling me, and I'm like, okay, shoulder, what are you here to teach me? Everything in life is a teacher to me. I've come to that conclusion that it's all here to teach me. And so if I've injured myself, if I'm sick, if somebody around me is sick, if I'm going through a loss, whatever I'm going through, it's time to learn again. What do I need to learn? Okay, shoulder, what are you trying to teach me? So here's what finally came to me today. I've really immersed myself a great deal in the past couple of years with meditation. When Steve first died, it was my way of trying to reach him. I knew that if I could get my vibration up higher, I could get closer to him. So I absolutely made it my full-time job for a while. And the things that came to me during that time, the visions that came to me, the wisdom that came in, the parts of me that seemed to outgrow my own body. There was such huge growth during that time when I was really, really working to meditate. I really made it my full-time job. And as I get further away from the pain, I find that oftentimes I think I'm okay to just go sit on the ground someplace. I feel my heart open up. Okay, that's good enough. I don't really have to work too hard at this. And I think that's okay sometimes. And yet, in these growth spurts right now, whatever is going on in the planet, I put out a question the other day about who's feeling like something big is about to happen. You feel like something really big is about to happen, you have no idea, you've got this kind of anxiety almost, or this excitement. For me, it's excitement. It feels like it's something big and something really good. And yet, I have no idea what to do with it. I don't have any idea. And the message that I was getting was, sit tight, be still, be still. Just allow this to happen. You can't control it, so just allow it to happen. So as I'm coming back out of a lot of things, all right, I'm going to be the first one to admit, when I've got pain, I can get stuck in that pain. I was totally stuck in this pain of the shoulder, and I was having a really hard time pulling my way out of it. I wasn't sleeping at night. I was getting more and more grumpy, more and more stuck in my humanity, kind of angry. I've got so much going on right now. I don't have time to only have one arm. I need both arms. And yet, in the time that I've had to sit quietly and really spend time healing, a lot of stuff has come through to me. So yesterday, as I finally went, you know what? The one thing I haven't tried with this arm is to sit down and do some energy work. I sit around and talk to people all the time about my ability, about our abilities, how we're expanding our abilities to heal one another, to heal ourselves, to really focus from the inside, to push energy, healing energy into those places that we need healing. And yet I hadn't done that yet. I was letting medicine, I was getting all the x-rays and telling me what medicine to take, and everybody telling me I need physical therapy and all this stuff, and yet I wasn't doing my job. I wasn't working to heal my own self or to allow myself to channel healing to this space of my body. So yesterday I sat down on the floor and I was like, all right, let's do this. And I went deeply into a meditation and started really focusing energy on this space, and I saw this beautiful golden cord, like a stitch, going in like a corkscrew pattern. I could see it just going, like stitching something back together, and it was beautiful. And instead of taking my focus away from it, I just sat there and I watched it. I watched as it was stitching me back together. And then when that was done, I could see a fluid going over the top of the area that was inflamed, that was sore, that was open, that was broken. I could see this fluid washing over it. And it was a beautiful meditation. And it was a very healing meditation. And last night I finally slept. Oh, I slept for a night without pain. It was incredible. Incredible to just be able to rest and not wake up crying in pain. It was just... And so... to go a step further, what I'm realizing, what I'm learning is this shoulder was there to remind me. Sometimes we need reminders. Sometimes we need pain. We need trauma. We need things in our lives, as much as we hate to have to experience those things. They're there to remind us that we're not in this all by ourselves. That sometimes we need to sit down and we need to allow ourselves to be healed. That we need to take the time and give it some energy. Those parts of ourselves, don't ignore them. Those little squeaky wheels, those parts of us that are hurting, that are still buried deep inside, those pains that we said, you know what, I don't want to experience this pain anymore. I'm just going to kind of wrap it up, and I'm going to put it someplace safe inside of me, and I'm going to leave it there. We can't stay in those places anymore. The energy is changing. As we move into a 5D reality, those things that we have wrapped up tight and stuffed down inside of ourselves, they can't stay there anymore. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you. And so we're coming into a time, I think that's where a lot of this feeling is with us, is the ego is having to face up to these things that we've buried. It's like, oh, here it is again. It's just going to keep coming up in one way or another. It's going to keep manifesting itself one way or another, whether it's a physical pain, whether it's depression, whether it's you get into another relationship that turns out the way the last one. You keep going through these cycles, and the reason why you keep going through these cycles is because your soul really wants to learn from those things. And you can sit there and you go, wow, man, I'm just being punished for all this stuff. Or you can go, wait a minute, let me rise above for a minute. Let me realize that these things that I'm going through are repeating cycles because I'm not learning. They're here to help me. And so I wrote about this before, about getting up into the crow's nest, and that came back to me today. It's like, maybe I need to spend some time with this. Instead of allowing this shoulder to completely encompass my whole everything and freeze me up, I'm learning to acknowledge that pain, to give it some attention, to be nice to it, to be gentle to it, but to realize that there's so much more of me. That was the other thing that came up to me yesterday, was separating myself from my pain body. I have pain. Yes, my body. Okay, let me rephrase that. My body has pain. But I'm so much greater than this body. There's so much more to me than this physical body. This is just my shell. So the shoulder is in pain, and I have to deal with it. I can't ignore it, and yet I don't have to let it be all there is to me this day. I can acknowledge it, I can take good care of it, and then I can realize that I'm so much greater than this pain. There's so much more to me than this pain. And as I separate myself from these things, it allows me to perceive things differently. Somehow it becomes smaller. It's not controlling me anymore. I realize, yep, my body has pain. My spirit does not, and I'm strong. And so I'm going to give this the attention that it needs, and then I'm going to go beyond it. And the second part of this is big. Okay, let me see if I can give this to you the way it came to me this morning. as we meditate, we're rewiring the ego. You know, it's not that so many people in spirituality, we want to just get rid of the ego altogether. We would like to just say, you know what, I just want to be my higher self. I want to be some kind of ascended master, and I want to be able to not even acknowledge the fact that I'm Diane anymore. I want to just be a spirit. Well, I didn't come here to just be my higher self. I came here to be Diane in this lifetime. This is who I am. And I want to be this person. I'm enjoying being this person. Yes, it's a painful life sometimes, but I want to experience this. And so I want to try to bring myself into alignment. That higher self and Diane, you know, my personality, my ego, we want to come into alignment with each other. I don't want to get rid of my personality. That's who I came here to be. So as I meditate, I realize that I can live in meditation in my own way. I've kind of rewired myself. So when I'm in that meditation, what do? When we first start to meditate, what do? We are teaching ourselves that every time something comes along, a little thought, like, oh, did I turn off the iron? Did I turn off the stove? Should I be going out and putting the garbage out? Should I be? You go, take that little thing, acknowledge that it's there, that little concern, that little worry. You don't want to just say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay attention to you right now. Acknowledge it and let it kind of float away as you breathe and as you relax back into your meditation. And a little while later, as you're sitting there, something else might come up and you acknowledge it. Like these little children, you just give it a little pat on the head and you let it go away. And what I've realized through meditation is that I can live my life that way every single day, all the time. I have things in my life that I can't fix. I can't always control. I can't control my life. I can't control everything. And so what I'm realizing is that I don't have to control everything. I don't even have to try. I don't have to waste all my energy doing that. What I can do is do that same process of meditation, only in my waking state. Okay, what can I take care of right now? What is bringing me joy? What do I want to put my focus on right now? Yes, I have to focus on a pain that I'm having. Let me go ahead and take care of that. And then, you know, even if I can't fully take care of it, I don't have to keep my focus there. I can let it float away. I can just let it breathe and relax and let it float away. Something else comes along. Sorry for that siren. Something else comes along and it's a concern, but I really can't take care of it right now, so I'm going to kind of let it float away too. And as I do that, as I learn to live my meditation every day, it's as if my life transforms. I realize that I can let go and I can relax. And I'm just floating someplace. This is my life. I'm floating through it. I'm living each and every moment. As things come floating at me, I can either take care of them, if I can take care of them right now, and if I can't, I can lay them back in the water and I can just let them float around for a little while. And as they come back, maybe next time I can take care of them. But I don't have to give these things, these worries and concerns, all of my energy anymore. I can allow myself to lay them down, and I can relax a little bit, and I can enjoy my life more because I'm not placing all of my focus on those things that I can't take care of. And let me tell you what happens when you do that. When you don't hyper focus on little details in life, when you allow yourself to live in that bigger picture, you will find that it gets more magical and it gets easier. It's like I'm not standing in a grocery store all upset because the guy in front of me is taking too long bagging his groceries anymore, or that guy that flipped me off at the roundabout up the road. I just, I like smiled at him and I just gave him a little love, and I didn't focus on the bad feeling that he gave me. Yes, it felt kind of uncomfortable, and that's okay. I'm just going to lay that bad feeling down and I'm going to let it float away because I don't need to focus on that. I can just kind of live in life in the space of just oneness. I allow myself to go to that place where my higher self already is. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. You're aligning your ego to the same space as your higher self. Your higher self has no idea how to go to those lower vibrational places. It has no idea how to worry, has no idea how to get angry. That deeper part of you, it doesn't know pain. Your higher self has never gone through grief or loss or pain or anything like that. And so Your little ego, that's all it seems to know. It wants to focus on those things. So what you do is you just kind of pull it into alignment as much as you can with your higher self. Yes, little ego, I know you're scared right now. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to take that little fear and we're just going to, we're going to acknowledge that it's there. And then we're going to kind of let it go. We're not going to focus too much energy on it. Because really, truly, when we focus less energy on those negative, scary, hard things in life, our lives really do get easier. We are like mirrors, and the more we put our energy into the things that are good and easy and bring joy to us, the more we bring those things into our lives. Somebody is beeping away at me. I'm very sorry. But we have to, if we want to experience a joyful life, we have to change our focus. We have to kind of get up above all these little things and say, you know what? I'm not going to give that so much energy. That person that's the squeaky wheel that's given me a hard time in life, I don't have to give her my energy anymore. It's my choice if I choose to let that person bother me or if I choose to just release them and just send them healing and love. It's my choice how I respond to the circumstances, to the people, to the pains in my physical body. It's my choice, and I choose to respond in a relaxed, easy, and loose way, I guess is the best word. I'm not going to hold on so tightly. And I do believe that as I practice that, my life becomes easier. And I also stop attracting those negative things into my life. And as they do come up, because we still got these physical bodies, when we learn not to give those painful things so much focus, they don't hurt as much, I promise. When you breathe and you relax, your body responds, and you don't hurt as much as you would when you're hyper focused and you're clenching tightly and you're barely breathing. Your body responds to your relaxation, and it responds to your willingness to let go of those things that don't serve you. Tammy, it's so nice nice that you joined me today. I'm not sure who else has jumped in. Eric Klein, nice to see you. Ty Bennett, I don't think you stayed to watch me, but if you did, it's nice that you showed up, little man. I can call him little man because he's my child. Catherine, I'm not sure if I said hi to you, but it's so nice to see all of you if you stuck around. So that's really what I'm feeling today. Donna, nice to see you. Easy. Find yourself something to focus on. Give yourself some kind of beautiful vision. Are you floating around on a lake today? Are you just on a little inner tube and there's a dragonfly that's landed on your toe? Focus on that little dragonfly and just breathe and relax no matter what's going on around you. Help your little ego to relax and to focus on those things that bring you joy today, and see what happens. See if life doesn't get easier for you today. I see another hello. Hello, Donna. I'm so glad you guys joined me. I'll try to be better about getting on. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but the energy has been kind of crazy lately, and I've just been hiding out. It feels as if sometimes we just have to give ourselves, that's a gift too. Give yourself the gift of just stillness and solitude sometimes when you feel the need for it. There is nobody out there that is gonna, that matters, that is gonna discredit you or give you a hard time when you take the time, give yourself the gift of solitude. And so that's what I've done this week, and a few times I've beaten myself up over it, and then other times I'm like, no, it's just really what I need. Give yourself what you need. Listen to your intuition. Give yourself what you need today. Love yourself. Nobody else is going to love you as good as you can love yourself. And when you do love yourself, wow, you can give love so much easier to other people. It's incredible what happens when you put yourself first. Fill your own well first, and then share it out. That's what I do. At least I try. And that's what I'm doing today. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll check in again soon, I promise. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.